Good to come your way once again with Pasco Made Easy with Senana. As we go through core mathematics, solving past questions and answer, especially for WASC and for other forms of examination. We are looking at number basis. So if you are studying number basis, this is the right video for you. Remember to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can get all the videos on time. Now let's look at the question on number basis. So in this question, we are asked to draw a multiplication table in base 6 on the set 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then from the table, we must solve for alpha 2 multiplying x to be equal to 2, and then m multiplying m to be equal to 4. So we are going to look at how we can solve a question where we are given a multiplication table and we are asked to solve it in base 6. So remember that in the question we have been given a set as 1, 2, 3, and 4. So if you are solving a multiplication table, that implies that we must draw a table. So we must have our multiplication sign here. So let's sketch a table quickly. So we have our 1, we have our 2, we have our 3, we have our 4 here, right? And then we also have our 1, our 2, our 3, and then our 4 here, right? So we want to find out what will happen when we do the multiplication in the number base 6. This is a very simple concept. So pay attention and let's look at how it goes. So when we multiply 1 times 1, we know that is 1. That doesn't go beyond the base 6. So we are looking at base 6 numeral, right? So base 6, remember that base 6 numeral consists of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? So it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 elements that cycles itself, right? So when it moves 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it comes back towards 0. So the highest you can get is 5, and then the lowest you can get is 0. 0 like represents like the 6, right? So that is it. So 1 multiplied by 1 will give us 1, which is within the base 6 here. 1 multiplied by 2 will give us 2, right? 1 multiplied by 3 will give us 3, and then 1 multiplied by 4 will give us 4. Now 2 multiplied by 1 will give us 2. Remember that 2 multiplied by 2 will give us 4. And then 2 multiplied by 3 will give us 6, right? So let's write the 6 here. So with the 6, what we need to do is that take the base 6 and then subtract it from it and see what does it give us 0. So it means the number base here is 0. On the other way, we are saying that when we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 6 is represented by the what? 0. So we have our 0 here. 2 multiplied by 4 gives us 8, right? So 8, subtract 6 from it, that gives us 2. That is a 2 here, right? On the other way, we can see that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we'll call this 0, 6, and then this one will be 7, and then this will be what? 8. So 8 is represented by 2 in the number base 6. So we'll continue that process for all the others. So 3 multiplied by 1 is going to give us 3. 3 multiplied by 2 is going to give us 0. Remember that 6 gives us 0. 3 multiplied by 3 gives us 9. So 9 minus 3 should give us 9 minus 6, right? Which is the number base, should give us 3. So this is 3. Then 3 multiplied by 4 will give us 12. So when we subtract 6, it's left with 6. Another 6, then it goes to 0. So this goes to 0. 4 multiplied by 1 gives us 4. 4 multiplied by 2 gives us 8, which is 2 here. 4 multiplied by 3 gives us 12, which is 0. And then 4 multiplied by 4 gives us 16. So 6 and 6 will be 12, minus it will give us 2. So this will give us 2. So it's just a process of ensuring that we go through to be able to get the numbers, right? And we ensure that the number base is being respected when we are constructing the table. Now let's use the table to be able to find 2 multiplied by x to be equal to 2, right? 2 multiplied by x equal to 2. So we are saying that when we take the number 2 in the table here, right? When we take the number 2 in the table here, what number can they multiply by to give us the 2 again, right? So we see that when 2 multiplies 1, right? When 2 multiplies 1, it gives us 2, right? And then when 2 multiplies 4, 2 multiplying 4, that also gives us a 2. That also gives us 2. So therefore, we can say that for that part of the question, which is I alpha, it means that we can have that x is equal to 1 or x is equal to 4. So we have our x to be equal to 1, which is the value here, x to be equal to 1, or x is equal to 4. And then in the beta part of the question, we are saying that when we have m multiplying m, it should give us 4, right? So what is the value of m? So we are looking at two numbers, the same numbers, right? That when we multiply to give us 4. Now when we do 1 multiplying 1, we know it gives us 1. 2 multiplies 2 gives us 4, right? So 2 multiplies 2 gives us the 4. So it means that 2 is one of those numbers. 3 multiplies 3 gives us 3, and then 4 multiplies 4 gives us 2. So therefore, we can say that from the table, m is equal to 2. So all these answers we are getting from here, right, should come from the table, right? So first, realize that the x should be equal to 1 or x is equal to 4. Remember to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So, and don't forget that when you are given a question on modulo or number basis, no matter what they give to you, ensure that you put it in the right base. See you soon.